I'm ready. Hey everybody, it's Thursday, 7th week of Easter. Again, the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 22, running into chapter 23. Wishing to determine the truth about why Paul was being accused by the Jews, the command of freedom, and ordered the chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin to convene. Then he brought Paul down and made him stand before them. Paul was aware that some Sadducees and some Pharisees, so he called out before the Sanhedrin, "My brothers, I am a Pharisee, the son of Pharisees. I'm on trial for hope in the resurrection of the dead." When he said this, a dispute broke out between the Pharisees and Sadducees, and the group became divided. For the Sadducees say there is no resurrection, or angels or spirits, while the Pharisees acknowledge all three. A great uproar occurred, and some scribes belonging to the Pharisees' party stood up and sharply argued, "We find nothing wrong with this man. Suppose a spirit or angel has spoken to him." The dispute was so serious that the commander, afraid that Paul would be torn to pieces by them, ordered his troops to go down and rescue Paul from their midst and take him into their compound. The following night, the Lord stood by him and said, "Take courage, for just as you have borne witness to my cause in Jerusalem, so you must also bear witness in Rome." The word of the Lord. It's pretty clever by Paul. He escaped. Have you picked up the Pharisees and Sadducees? Pharisees believe in the resurrection, where the Sadducees didn't. Paul, knowing that, so he spoke about that he believed in the resurrection, and now they started fighting among themselves, and as they were fighting, he simply slipped away. Clever man, clever man. And that had to be in the 6th grade. My mom was working, my dad worked nights, so I was at home with just my sisters and my brothers. They were babysitting, and we had a next-door neighbor that no one was very fond of in the whole building. And my sister told me, "Go ring his doorbell." And we live in a tenement, so I'd go down the hallway, ring his bell, and run back into my house. My sister said, "Do it again." And so I said, "Okay." So I went down. I'm just wearing my socks. So I run down, ring the bell, and run back to my house. Panting, made it. And then she says, no, you got to do one more time. I said, "I'm not doing it again." "You do it. Go ahead, ring the bell." So I decided, okay, I'll do it. Foolish me, and I once again sneak up to his house and I'm about to ring the bell. And as soon as I put my hand out, the door opens. He's there. "I'm going to break your neck." I said, "Oh my God," he come chasing after me. Yeah, that's right. He comes in, and I run in my house, and he comes in after me. He grabs me. I'm taken to the police. I don't know what he's going to do. It's middle of winter. I have no winter coats on, no shoes, and he's going to take me to the cops. That makes sense. But my sister was smart. She rang the doorbell, and this lady came out. And now they began arguing among themselves. So like Paul with the Pharisees and Sadducees, as they argued, I slipped under and ran back to my house, and I locked the door. I was safe. I escaped. It worked, because they were debating or arguing among themselves. I'm so grateful for that. It was Brent's mother, but never mind. But good old Paul and good old me. So Paul was clever. He was a smart man. And you did what you have to do. I pray that we also could be like Paul, be clever, but also be trusting in the Lord's grace in our life. Amen. It's a scary